How did Jay-Z and Beyonce last so long? Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Okay, today we're going to be talking about why everybody is getting a divorce. It seems like Jay-Z and Beyonce seem to last. As long as Will Smith. I think everyone is kind of like on to Will Smith and Jada now. They realize that they are going to be together and they may have people on the side. They have more of an open relationship. But what about relationships like Jay-Z and Beyonce, and that both of them seem to be together for 18 plus years, got 3 kids, and doesn't seem like that they're having any marital problems. Now, according to gossip columns, they would say, oh, they're going through this, they're going through that. They'll come up with a whole bunch of stuff to say that they're going through. But for the most part, they disappear to the point where people don't know what's going on in their relationships. So it appears that they are a happy couple. So I'm going to speak from that perspective, right? Let's get started. First, you have to understand, Jay-Z is 13 years older than Beyonce. He started dating Beyonce when she was 22 years old, and he was 36. No, when she was 19 and he was 32. My bad. They started dating. So you have to understand that he was able to get her when he was at the peak of his prime and before she could get corrupted by any other person. That's the difference. He was able to mature. He stayed on his purpose. He didn't have any other kids. He didn't get tied up into any other long-term relationships. He didn't marry anybody. Jay-Z is the perfect example of a Sigma male. The type of guy who is alpha but make quiet moves. He's the perfect person that keeps silent weapons for quiet wars. And I tell guys that all the time. Sigmas, we advance in life because we're able to stay private and make our moves. A lot of alpha males cannot wait to show people their accomplishments or tell people about their accomplishments. So one thing that Jay-Z has managed to do out of both of them is keep his relationship private to where people cannot get in. Because once people get into your relationship, they can infiltrate your bond. They can infiltrate the moteness that you guys may be doing with each other. Next, Jay-Z let her have a career. When they were younger, he let her have a career, and he said in certain songs, in a lot of songs, that he has to wait to have children with her because he wants her to have his career while he's still making moves. So when Jay-Z could have had her stop performing, she was still at her peak. What did he do? He made better business decisions. He invested into Uber. He invested into Ace of Spades Champagne. He invested into other corporations, Rock Nation. He kept making moves, so when the day comes that she's going to be his wife and she's going to be the mother of his kids, she's well taken care of. Best believe, I've read into their prenup that if something was to happen to them, she does get $5 to $10 million a year per child. And that's not even including the alimony. She does have alimony in her prenup. She has a distinguished prenup. And the reason why she has a prenup that's really thick is because her and Jay-Z are corporations at this point. They're not human beings anymore. They are human beings, but their names are corporations right now. So if they get together, everybody make a lot of money. If they split apart, everybody's gonna make a lot of money. Simple as that. But one thing about both of them is he allowed her to have a career when she was at her prime and waited for her to mature into adulthood. You have to understand now, Jay-Z's 52, and Beyonce's 39. Next, they don't lust into the fame. Jay-Z and Beyonce are perfect at only showing their face when it's time to make money, when it's time to do something publicly. They don't indulge into the fame. What I mean indulge into the fame, they don't go on Twitter every 5 minutes. They're not dropping Instagrams every 3 minutes. Everybody don't know their business. They're not showing emotion online. They're not showing, hey, look, we're going through this, we're going through that. They don't comment on too many people. You don't have tweets and Twitter of Jay-Z and Beyonce tweeting about certain suggestions, not even presidents, not even other celebrities. So what does that do? That keeps them out of the spotlight. It keeps the tension off of them. As long as you have tension away from the crowd, then pretty much your relationship can last a long time when you and a woman are on the same path. And that's what Jay-Z and Beyonce show you. They show you what it's like for two high value people to put their ego to the side and come to a common connection that both of them have with each other. But mainly, I'm gonna stress this again, Jay-Z is 13 years older than Beyonce. So he was really able to mold her. Next, what people have to understand, especially when it comes to Beyonce, a little secret that maybe people are not catching on, Jay-Z is the brains between him and Beyonce. Beyonce is not as smart as people think she is. She's actually an airhead. She never graduated from high school. She had tutors. She's been famous since she was 14 years old. Beyonce is very illiterate, but she's not stupid, but she's not a good reader, which is why you don't ever see her giving speeches, which is why they keep her out of the spotlight so she don't talk and make mistakes. I say that to say this. With Jay-Z's maturity level, with Jay-Z's alphaness, he's seen the submissiveness in her. He knew how to grab her at an early age, grab her attention at an early age, show his alphaness at an early age. But you want to know what he did the most? No matter what he did, as long as he knew her, he kept elevating more. He kept getting richer and richer, making more business propositions, making more business deals. Why? Because some women will walk into your life, and as a man, you will know that's the woman right there that I'm going to stay on top of my game for, because she brings the best out of me. Jay-Z seen Beyonce at an early age and said, that woman's right there is going to bring the best out of me, and I'm going to respect her enough to where I'm going to allow her to have a career. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that my career and my money is still elevating over her, to not allow her to overpower him. See, Beyonce is famous and rich, but Beyonce don't own a lot of businesses. It's a lot of businesses that are licensing her name. Jay-Z's the one that actually owns businesses. Jay-Z's the one that actually makes moves. Beyonce's not making moves. Once her name's sold off to the label takes her name and says, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to write this song. But she don't write her songs. Sean Garrett writes her songs. The Dream writes her songs. She's a performer. I say all that to say, ladies, if you're watching, Beyonce is not this independent, strong woman that you think she is. That's just a character that she portrays. She showed you in her songs. Jay-Z's cheated on me. I still didn't leave him. Why? Because he's alpha. He's on top of his game. This is a lesson to all of y'all. Jay-Z and Beyonce last because he knows the little girl that she really is, that she's not in real life, and he presses his alpha against her and she likes it. All you got to do is stop whining like a little girl. And all the girls got to do is learn how to be a little girl again and stop trying to be a man. And most of y'all can get a relationship like Jay-Z and Beyonce. But as long as everybody is completely opposite of each other, everybody's doomed, all right? And this is Anthony Spade. Comment, like, subscribe. Hasta la vista.